Good afternoon, everyone. Quite excited right now. We are currently on the M6 coming out of Birmingham. We're going to the Lake District for a few days. I've not been in over 2 years now, actually. I've not been in lakes since I started this channel, so this will be the first for this channel, and hopefully we'll get some decent content from it. So I'm staying in Tragbach, which is sort of between Keswick and Penrith. I kind of wanted to be staying in Keswick itself, but it's a lot more expensive and it's only a few minute drive down the road at the end of the day. Got myself a nice little B&B for 35 quid a night. If it turns out to be any good, I'll be sure to leave a link to their listing on Airbnb. I'm sure it will be from the reviews that I've seen so far. But yeah, we've got about a 3-hour drive ahead of us, so let's get cracking. So we found, I'm sure you're familiar with Michael, and as soon as we're up north now, we're just having a quick Greg's and then back on the road. So we've had our pasties. Unfortunately Mike's not accompanying me towards Keswick way, he's working in Barrow. But we've both been in Birmingham for a old uni meter. Pretty good fun. Yeah,
it was fun.
We'll find you again somewhere on the mountain somewhere. Otherwise, our journey has come to an end for now, so
we go on separate ways.
We'll see him again. Alright, let's go. Right guys, so I've got to my B&B. It's lovely, I have to say. Just check this out. I've got a surprise double room. I was only expecting a single. Full ensuite and everything, shower and whatnot. This is great. This will do me perfectly. I've only paid, I think, £35 a night for this, with breakfast as well. Can't go wrong with that. Now, before I start spreading all my stuff all over the place, I'm actually going to reel off a few photos. I've never really done much interior or real estate photography, so before I get everything messed up, I'm going to take advantage of this and try and get some photos. And then might just pop them over to the owner as well, who I've just met. Lovely chap, and see what he thinks of them. Okay, day one. I've come down to Air Force waterfall. Now, honestly, I cannot remember if I've been here before or not. It's been so long. If I have been here before, it's not been this way. Ooh, look. Say hello to these guys. How we doing? Either way, I'm hoping, I think I can hear it already. I'm hoping that there's a fair bit of force in the area force in the waterfall, so that I can use some slow shutter speed techniques. So this is probably gonna get reused in my shutter speed tutorial as part of my camera basics series. So if you do see this footage again, that'll be why. I've not had a lot of time at all to get out and about filming, so I'm going to reuse what I can. So, if you want to get a really long exposure, on days like this, especially when it's overcast, there's still a lot of natural light about, so you won't be able to cut down your shutter speed by very much. So, just as an example, we can see Area Force waterfall there behind us. If you've got camera setter on a tripod, you need to keep it still, because you want the surrounding area to remain in focus the whole time, with the water being blurred from the motion. So I've just shot off a few examples right now, and I've been using a ND filter, or a neutral density filter. What that does is basically cuts out a load of the light, which means that you have to use a longer shutter speed to be able to maintain your correct exposure. So using these filters in conjunction with your aperture and ISO as well, you can really play around with your shutter speed to just see what looks best for the scene. So I've taken a few examples here. One of them was at 1 second exposure, and then there's 2 second exposure, 4 second and 8 second. I can just see the slight differences between them with those different shutter speeds. So, as I say, I'm just reeling off a few long exposures here. I'm shooting on the GX8 at the moment because I'm travelling light for this trip, and I forgot the microphone cable to fit the GX8 because it's the tiny 2.5mm. What can you do? So I'm shooting with a 6-stop circular ND filter at the moment from Hoya. Again, nice and small, it fits most of my lenses, and I didn't really want to be carrying around a big filter pack with me. So I was just having a think, and I've definitely been here before. There's also definitely far too many kids around still. It's September now, that's why I've come now. Schools have started back again, but there's still a lot of English kids here with their families, so I don't know what's going on there. Either way, I'm only here for 2 days, so I want to try and make the most of it, so I'm going to try and find some new locations rather than going back to previous ones. So go head back to the car and then yeah, see where we end up. I'll almost certainly end up in Keswick at some point. That's a given. I love Keswick, it's such a nice town. Yep, we're in Keswick. Okay guys, so that is where we're leaving it for this video. This is at about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the evening right now, so from here I do decide to head towards Buttermere, but I get a little sidetracked. But you'll see that in the next video. I did get quite a lot of shots, considerably more shots than the rest of this video combined, so that'll be a separate video next week. Until then, do please consider hitting subscribe down the bottom corner there, and the little notification bell as well, so you're notified when I put new videos out. Do give it a like as well if you liked it. It does matter, it makes a difference to me if no one else, and if you didn't like it, give it 2 dislikes. All these videos are made for free as well, so if you'd like to show your appreciation for them, I've got a little PayPal link down in the description below. Why not buy me a coffee? So with all that said and done, thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to sharing part 2 with you.